Minasan, okari nasai, Candice desu. So today I'm going to talk about my extremely complicated relationship with Angelic Pretty's Sugary Carnival. So let's start with a brief history, shall we? Originally released by Angelic Pretty in 2009 as a JSK, OP, and skirt with matching headbow in pink, lavender, black, and sax. Other Sugary Carnival items released in 2009 were a cardigan, a parka, bag, a special set without the border print, and it came on a jumper skirt with a barrette, matching socks, and a tote bag. There was also a coloring book set featuring the Sugary Carnival print on the cover. In 2011, it was re-released. It came in all of the original main cuts and colors, including the headbow. Plus, this time there was a new special set in a new color, and it came with a matching barrette. There was also a Sugary Carnival print parka with boa fur in addition to a short sleeve print parka. The doll brand Pull-Up also came out with a collaboration doll featuring the lavender colorway of Sugary Carnival. In addition, there was also a black Sugary Carnival set. Now let me know if I'm saying this wrong, but the nail brand Vili had a special month-long pop-up shop in La Forêt in the fall of 2012. There they had a limited Sugary Carnival nail art set available for purchase only during this event. In March of 2013, Angelic Pretty released a mug that also contained a black Sugary Carnival tote bag. So what was the second market like? It was absolute chaos. Dresses regularly sold for double or even triple original retail price, even with damages and fading. Your ripped and faded Sugary Carnival could easily get you double what you paid for. You can even check out this old EGL post discussing the ridiculous prices that it had been going for, and this was posted back in 2014, but the dramatic price range Sugary Carnival had been demanding had already been going on for years. But of course, Angelic Pretty didn't stop there. In 2005, they released a tote bag, again. And in 2018, they released a Sugary Carnival print pouch. In December of 2020, Angelic Pretty announced the re-release of popular items in celebration of the brand's 20th anniversary in 2021. Of the three releases named, one would be Sugary Carnival, which at that point in time had just sold on Lace Market for over $1,000. And that's after it had already been increasing in price due to whatever crazy demand sweet Lolitas were going through a thing at the beginning of the pandemic. The made to order was finally available for reservation in January 2021. However, this time it was only the jumper skirt, headbow, and socks. But at least it had all the colors. Can't say as much for Candy Berry, AP. People were pissed at the lack of jewelry and pony bags, which have also made an explosion in popularity and with a matching price point. Honestly, in 2021, I really do not envy anybody trying to get into OTT era sweet AP Lolita. So now we're all caught up from 2009 all the way up to 2021. So what about me? What is my story? Okay, so when I was younger, I actually used to wear a ton of sweet AP. When Sugary Carnival first came out, I was working my first job out of high school kind of job. It wasn't like I was bringing home enough money to really afford stuff like that quite yet. Also, let me just say that the international shipping situation with brands, for all the brands except for Mana Bless Meta, I definitely missed it when the madness began, and I was definitely not able to get the initial release or the second release for that matter. But yeah, so anyways, AP Hates Foreigners and had this international site that stocked maybe 2 or 3 items per cut and color, and we weren't even given full access to the site. We would have like maybe 5 or 6 items listed on the international site, and then when you went to the JP site, you would have like a full catalog of all of their items. So yeah, it sucked. Like seriously, AP, why don't you want to take my money? So I do believe it was around that time of the second release, just because all the prices were insane. That's when the AP replicas started to become a thing. And it wasn't like how they were when Ujio got into the mix and there was like replicas left and right everywhere. There was like 1 or 2 replica shops, and they had maybe like 1 or 2 of the most popular, hard to get a hold of prints, and that was it. So yeah, I got my first replica. Don't judge me. Like I said, we didn't have access to the brands like we do now. Anyways, so off of eBay for about 60 bucks, I got the lavender scratchy so thin that it was see-through cardboard material lavender jumper skirt, Sugary Carnival. And I immediately sold it off. Keep in mind that my first Lolita purchase ever that was an actual purchase and not thrifted, upcycled, or handmade using GLB patterns. Baby. I got a baby jumper skirt for secondhand off of eBay. Yes, it's possible. If you're new to Lolita, I do not recommend trying to buy Lolita off of eBay. So since my first purchase was a Brando Baby Starshine Bright dress, so every cheap alternative, an example, Bodyline and eBay replicas, were all held to this glorious standard that is baby. So yeah, you bet your ass sold that immediately. It was garbage. Most of the off-brand, cheaper options really don't make the quality cut, in my opinion. Probably why I still don't own much Taobao or Bodyline to this day, because if it just doesn't feel right, I won't keep it. Finally, in 2015, I was able to get my hands on the real deal, the Saks jumper skirt. For near retail price off the Japanese market. By the time I had gotten it, I had already reached that point in my life where I was like, I'm too old for Lolita, or rather sweet Lolita, but you know. So I had already sold off pretty much all of my sweet OTT Angelic Pretty that I had accumulated over the past several years. And I had mostly switched to Innocent World and Alice and the Pirates. After wearing it once, I sold it. I just didn't think I could pull it off, and it was so loud and in your face compared to everything else that I had in my closet by then. I had a hard time cording it, and I was trying to cord it in a more toned down way, and it just wasn't happening. But a year later in 2016, the Saks OP popped up for a similarly decent price. I had missed the jumper skirt, so I bought it. But in the end, my bust was too big, and while it fit, it made it incredibly awkward, high-waisted to here and then poofed out. It was just not flattering. And it also was ridiculously shorter than the jumper skirt. So I never even wore it out, aside from the one time I tried it on in my bedroom and I sold it. Once again, the following year in 2017, I bought it again. But this time it was the Periwinkle special set from 2011. And I wore that shit everywhere. And just like every other time, I sold it because I was really self-conscious of being old and not being able to wear it in a more toned down way. Yeah, I think you see a pattern where this is going, and this was just in 2017. So buckle your seatbelts because this ride ain't over. In 2019, I could no longer deny my love for it, and I bought it again twice. Saks and pink. I don't even like or wear pink. It's cute on other people. I love looking at it, but it's just not for me. But I bought it with damages, and I had originally planned to alter it to fit my daughter so we could twin together, because wouldn't that be so freaking cute? But when it arrived, I couldn't find any of the damages anywhere. Apparently it was supposed to be really faded, but since I had already owned Sugary Carnival 1, 2, 3, 4 times before at that point, it looked like every other print that I've ever had. And I had owned it in both the original release and the second release. Yeah, it looked exactly the same. So since I couldn't find any damage, I didn't have the heart to alter it. So it's just been sitting as is, unworn forever in my wardrobe. But I mean, she'll fit it one day. In March of 2020, guys, I added the third child, Lavender. But you know what happened? I sold it. I didn't really think that it suited my my skin tone. Also, I couldn't really justify owning a dress 3 times. So yeah, I sold the Lavender. But then you know what happened? I bought the special set again. Yep, in April of 2020. peak of the pandemic. So I really don't know what it is about this dress. It's definitely far from my most worn piece. I'm in love with it. I just can't help myself. I'm obsessed. So guess what? I'm buying the lavender made to order off of a friend. I was able to restrain myself from getting anything myself. I did get the pink head bow because I did not have the pink head bow for my daughter's set, but I do have the Saks head bow for my Saks set. So yeah, now I'm gonna have one from every release. I have one from the Saks is from the original release, the pink is from the re-release, and now the lavender is gonna be from the made to order. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me. I even have the pull-up with the lavender set. The only one that I don't have is the first special set or the black print. And I kind of want the black, honestly, because not only is it super cute and I love how the print is so vibrant against the black colorway, but at this point it's the only colorway that I'm not gonna own, and so now I kind of feel like I need it to complete my collection. Also, it matches my black pony bag, which it was a beast to find, but I was seriously looking for that damn bag forever, and now I finally have it. And of course the black colorway is the only color that it really matches with, so obviously I need the black now, right? And then all I need is the black pull-up Sugary Carnival jumper skirt set, because that one comes with the little tiny little black pony bag, and then me and my pull-up can twin together and it'll be amazing. We'll even have matching bags. I also think that the original special set is so cute. First of all, I love that it shares the same cut as one of the Whip Magic jumper skirts, which, as we all know by now, is Angelic Pretty's best piece of work ever. Sugary Carnival is a close second, don't get me wrong, but can we just all take a moment of silence and appreciation for Whip Magic? Yeah, so the original special set is so cute. I love the contrasting color blocking on it. I would love to be able to find the lavender, although the Saks is also a close second for me. That's it. That's my entire history of Sugary Carnival. I am obsessed. It's okay, you can tell me I'm crazy. I am. I'm embracing it. I was definitely a horse girl growing up. I had several horses when I was a kid. I went to horse camps and I even participated in a show. Look, it's all old and folded up and crinkled, but I went out of country and I won myself 4th place. Whatever the thing that I did was. Yay! That pony that I rode sucked. She was such a bee. She was not a good listener. I did not like her. Yeah, the other horse that I rode there for my horsey extravaganza was this tall, giant, beautiful. He's like a Shire Pinto. He was massive and his name was Ransom. Handsome Ransom. I miss that horse. I love him so much. But that pony seriously sucked. So anyways, unsurprisingly, I'll let you guys know that I even had a giant mural on my wall growing up of horses, life-size horses on my wall. It's still on the wall in my old room at my parents' house. I am that crazy horse girl. So I guess actually now that I'm saying this out loud, it's probably unsurprising that I turned into a Sugary Carnival hoarder. And it's not even Sugary Carnival. I have like tons of other AP pony things in my past and current collection, but I'll leave that for another day. So I'll catch you next time.